Шановні колеги, Український кризовий медіа-центр продовжує свою роботу і наразі
Ukrainian Crisis Media Center continues its work.
спеціальний інструмент доступу до відкритих даних про публічні фінанси України. Я запрошую безпосередньо тих людей, які промотують цей проект.
Good afternoon, dear colleagues. I'm Yuri Filatov. I'm representing technical part of the e-data portal, e-data project. We would like to present today our novelty, new access to the electronic data, and how you can find, use, and get access to useful information. Last year, we have launched a portal for access to open information about expenses from the public budget. You can go to spending.gov.ua and find information how the public financial resources are used. This portal contains information about transactions of the Treasury, about all the spending of the central and local authorities, and about all budget managers. The portal offers a set of basic functions. You may review all the transactions, the biggest transactions, the latest transactions, more earlier transactions. You may review the sender, the receiver of these funds. As of today, we have 13 million of transactions, and we understand that access to this huge amount of data is quite difficult via web interface. That's why we offer API interface. So you go to the portal, you press search by transactions, then we enter the code of either payer or receiver of the funds, and you immediately get information about the transaction. Thus, you are able to later to store these transactions in your Excel files or just to analyze them from screen. But if you wish to get bigger piece of this information, then this will create bigger load on our portal, and this will create inconveniences for us. That's why we started this API format. Many web designers are familiar with the API format. How does it look like from technical point of view?
По выбору транзакций, которые вас интересуют, а именно в качестве фильтров вы можете задать начальную, конечную дату, можете выбрать.
So you should enter all the details about transaction which you wish, codes, areas, etc. You should know the codes of unified registration code of the enterprise of the public agency about which you would like to get information. Having sent this request to this server, you immediately will receive information and you will get all the information. But this is just technical side of this issue. We will do even more. We will publish an information how to use this API in more practical mode and enable to each potential user to use this database. For those who knows how to work with Excel, with Google Docs, of course, all the services are for advanced users.
И себе на страничку Google Spreadsheets и дальше работать с этой информацией в том виде, в котором вы привыкли.
If you are advanced user, you know what to do with these interfaces and how to get your information from there. So we invite you to look at our eData website and we there we have clear instructions how to use this interface. Also, there is an opportunity to ask questions in forum. I think that's it. This is all information, and I'm ready to answer your questions. I have a question. As far as I understand, now this portal, whether it is full of actual information and whether all those who wish to find this information, they can find it. Recently, we tried to find tried to find any information about one hospital in the east of Ukraine, and we found that transaction amounted just to 400 hryvnia per month. Why our portal is good and positively distinct from other resources. This portal is filled irrespectively of the willingness of any government data to publish this data. Each day we receive all the data coming automatically from the Treasury database. It does not depend on their willingness or unwillingness to publish this information. You may go to this portal and you will get all the volume of information about transactions which were held via state treasury. If a company has any accounts in commercial banks, of course they won't be reflected here. But all the transactions from the state treasury, they are reflected in our database. You can be absolutely sure that everything is here. Do you have a dynamics about reviews of your portal? How many people go to your portal per day, for example? We have two types of information. First of all, we have transactions of the treasury, which I mentioned. As of now, there is around 13 million of transactions from September last year. The second type of information are contracts and reports of the budgetary managers, we have more than 1 million of contracts concluded by budget managers. Very interesting is to look at the number of requests about transactions. For example, last week during one day we got 3.8 million of visits to see the transactions of the state treasury. I think that this shows that this is demanded information. Since there are no further questions, thank you very much. We wish you success, and we hope that the materials from your website will be interesting not just for public organization NGOs, but for ordinary people. Dear colleagues, next briefing will be in some minutes.